that I think I'm going to mount the speakers into. So let me see if I can get them to just sit there like so. Welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things. And what we're trying to make right now is Revell's 1971 Mach 1 Mustang. And this is for the Blue Ox Model Shop Street Machine group build. And we're making progress. We got parts in last night, 2 nights ago. We got parts in and we're getting to work with them. And I'm starting mainly with the interior. So we got parts for the interior. We got parts for the engine bay. I'm going to start with the interior, get it finished up. I will quickly mention I did go ahead and paint up the 2 disc brakes we needed for the back. So those are good to go. We'll be able to get those mounted in the wheels. Now we've got all 4 wheels good to go for when we need to mount the wheels. But, before I move on, also the exhaust completed. So we got a complete exhaust that will go from header collectors all the way back to the tips. I do want to put some black, or actually I'm going to paint, I think I'm going to do the tips chrome and then kind of black out the ends there. But as far as the structure of the exhaust, it's done. That's ready to go in. What that means is I can now start working on detailing the chassis tub, the bottom of the car, get this all painted in, detailed up, any weathering, all that kind of stuff. And then I can get the anti-sway bar, rear end, drive shaft, and then exhaust in. We're good to go. But before we can mount those things, well, we could put the sway bar again in, I guess. But before we can do drive shaft and exhaust, we got to mount the motor, which means I've got to finish mounting or finish wiring the motor, which I think I'm going to do tonight. But what I've been working on now is the sound system for the car, kind of the detail for the inside of the car. And let's come down below. I can show you, I installed the amps back here, which I think is going to work. Well, one, I painted them up, decals. I'll pull them out. I've got power and ground wires run to them, and then we'll talk about the speaker wire here in a second. But I think these are going to work well in this location, and then, well, there they fell. What I'm going to do, let me pull those out. And then where's the speakers? So I got the speakers painted up. I just put a little decal on them just to give a kind of a detail. And then they're going to mount, if you notice, can we see it? Which better way? It might be easier to see up top. Let's go up top here. We got better light. There's actually kind of a square location right here that I think I'm going to mount the speakers into. So let me see if I can get them to just sit there like so. So they're going to mount up. I'll get them where they're all facing the same direction, but they're going to mount right there above the amps. And I think that's a good, I don't know, just having that kind of natural, that line in the model mold itself kind of gives, it makes sense to put them there. Now, I did, if we go back down here below, we can see I've got the power, hopefully you guys can see, I've got power and ground wires in the amps to kind of make it look like, you know, wires have been run. I did get, so let me kind of show you what's going on. So I've got that. I got, by the way, this is wire that I got at Hobby Lobby. It's beading wire. This is 20 gauge. So in the 20 gauge stuff, they have all different colors. So black, red, silver, gold, blue, purple, I don't know, all different colors. I got the red and black, obviously, because I wanted to use this for just the power and ground wires to the amps. So kind of like 4 gauge or whatever, 2 gauge or whatever wire that's running back to these amps, just to give the impression of that. Now, they only have color in the 20 gauge. They have smaller wire too, all the way down, in fact, all the way down to 32 gauge, which is what I got for the speaker wire. I thought we could use this for speaker wire coming out, but it's too small. It's too small a gauge. They do also have, I know they have 24 gauge, 26 gauge, no, it might be 24, 28, and 30 gauge. Don't quote me on that, but they have many sizes in between the 20 and 32 gauge. But anything smaller than 20 gauge, all they have is silver and gold. Because I really wanted to get some blue to use. This would have been perfect, and I might still use this because this would be perfect for remote wire coming out of the amp here. And I think I'm going to do that. So what I'll do is I'll just run this third wire here. Hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. the third wire for the remote wire, which is typically blue. So what I'll try to do, I don't know how well it'll work. I'll try to paint it blue. I think maybe if I prime the wire and then paint it, the paint will adhere okay, and paint it blue and then have a remote wire. But this is it's just too thin for speaker wire. Because what I want to do is wire these speakers like they're, down to 1 ohm. So have a wire that wraps around. Let me see if you guys can see what I'm talking about down here. You would have there's little terminals on these. It's pretty cool little molds here, or prints, I should say. They have terminals on both sides, so I can run a wire from here to here, and then from there to the other speaker, there and there, and then out to the amps, and kind of simulate that. Oh, we've got the dual voice coils that are wired down to 1 ohm kind of thing, right? And that would look. I think it's gonna look pretty cool, but this wire is just too thin. So I think I'm gonna go back. That's why, by the way, that's why this stuff isn't installed in the interior yet. I'm gonna go back to Hobby Lobby tonight again and get, I don't know, I have to look at it, probably more like a 20, something in between this. This is too thick, probably more like a 28 gauge, which I think is what they have. Because this stuff is too thick. It's perfect. Actually, it's perfect for power wire, I think. But maybe like a 28 gauge to use for the speaker wire that'll be coming out this sides of the amp. Okay, so I think that's the game plan. I wanted to have this completed, but when I was doing the wiring, I went to wire it up with this 32 gauge, and it's just too small. I do think I am going to try to use it for the remote wire, though. I think that'll be pretty cool. And I think that's the idea for the back package tray. Now, if we come back to the interior, I don't know if y'all are even going to be able to see. Is there any way I can get some light back up in there? And you know what I'm going to do? I realized when installing the speaker pods down here in the kick panels, I thought, oh my God, this is going to be a super pain in the butt. And then I realized, I haven't glued the dash in yet. So I just pulled the dash out and glued them in. And if I can get them back out, it fits in here tight. Come on, there we go. Now we can see, I went ahead and put in the speaker pods down in the kick panels here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, down here in the kick panels. Never, once we put the dash in, never to be seen again. But we know they're there. But what I did want to talk about is I was thinking about putting these in the backs, in the back here, to kind of add something to this flat surface. But I just don't know. I'm gonna get you guys' opinion on it. I don't know if I like it. Can you guys kind of see that back there? Let's go up top here. Can you see what that's gonna look like in there? Now I can obviously sand this down to make it fit a little better, but I just think, and I don't want to paint the black circles and make them stand out, where the speakers are. So I was thinking about just doing them the leather tan color, like it's leather wrapped, and then it has grill cloth on them or something. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think down in the description. Do you like those back there? I'm very on the fence about it. I think it might just be better just to go clean. Just a clean look. Just have the pods up front, the speakers in the rear, the subs in the back, and just not do anything here. I mean, these are really meant for door panels, for like the lower. They would go in the lower part of a door panel, like in a van, like in a like what are those guys that do the decibel drag racing and all that. That's like one of these big pods that would go in the lower doors. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about these. I didn't glue them in because I'm really on the fence about it, about going right there. I think right now I'm gonna just go without. I think it's a detail that takes away instead of adds to, if that makes sense. But let me know what you think down in the description. Let me know what you think about this whole sound system. I got to make another trip back to Hobby Lobby, get some more beading wire. And if you want to get this stuff yourself, just go to the beading aisle. They have all kinds of beading wire, that I think, in fact, I got some 20 gauge silver, which will be perfect, I think, for brake lines. I don't know. I think this will work really nice if I can get it to stay nice and straight. And I think I'll probably use this coming out of the brake booster and whatever. Anyways, beading aisle, Hobby Lobby. Let me know what you think about the sound system. I'm gonna go back tonight or this evening probably. My daughter has ballet, so we'll probably do it after ballet class, and we'll run by the Hobby Lobby. She can go in her leotard. But anyways, let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, hit that like button. It helps. It helps, you know. Makes me feel better about myself. Anyways, hit the like button, subscribe, follow, do all those things you do on YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.